Hello, this is the Devil Fruit Collector, and welcome to another video on the One Piece card game. Today I'm going to be looking over the manual to figure out how to play the game. This is brought on the beginner page, as I mentioned in a previous video. First off, here's the game essentials. You need one leader card, a deck made up of 50 cards with the same color as your leader. So here, with Luffy, it would be red. Same as, the Jinbei, the Guard Point, and the Thousand Sunny card here are all red as well. And a deck can contain no more than 4 cards of the same card number, which is a little serial card, which I'm pretty sure is mentioned at the bottom right. And a Don deck containing 10 Don cards. Game preparation. First, you'll place your well-shuffled deck and Don deck in their designated areas. So this is why I also think that Don cards will get different versions later on, because it says you need to shuffle them. So if they're not all the same, what point do you have to shuffle them? So I think we might get archetype or character exclusive Don cards, which may do something else when equipped to someone. I think that would be pretty interesting. Second, place your leader card in your leader area, which is right here. 3, decide who goes first with rock, paper, scissors, or some other means. And I'm sure if this game gets bigger, there will be a lot more strict rulings about how you're supposed to do this. You can't just do whatever. So because right here when I read some other means, I think if 2 friends match up in a locals tournament, 2 people they would just be like, oh, you want to go first? Oh yeah, sure. And they just don't care, or if 2 people have 2 very conflicting ways to start a match. If someone wants to do a die roll, or someone wants to do rock, paper, scissors, a lot of people believe that regular rock, paper, scissors, that it's just luck based. There's no actual skill. So someone, I guess you could say the same about cards, but I guess there might be some issues. I doubt it though, honestly. 4th, draw 5 cards from your top of your deck, and then here's an interesting note: is you may choose to shuffle all cards in your hand back into your deck and redraw 5 cards from the top. You can only do this once. Now I think it's interesting that you can mulligan. Well, I think that's fine, whatever. That's it is what it is. But I also think it's weird how there's no setback to having a mulligan, like there is in Magic. 6, place cards equal to the life value of your leader from the top of your deck to your life area face down. That's this. That is a similar, not really similar, but different to the Pokemon card game, how they have prize cards. And 7, the player going first starts their turn. Now you may ask yourself, how do you start your turn? Well, first, you're going to do the refresh phase. You're going to return all attached Don cards on your field to your cost area. So that's, if you have this Jinbei here with attached to the 1 or more Don cards, they'll go back to your cost area, and you'll set all rested cards on your field as active. This includes, characters and Don cards. Draw phase. You can draw 1 card from the type of your deck unless you're going first. Yu-Gi-Oh players know this rule very well. Don phase. You place 2 cards from the top of your Don deck in the cost area face up. Unless you're going first, you only place 1. I think there is a rule similar to that in Hearthstone. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a very skilled or attuned player to playing Hearthstone. Main phase. You may perform actions 1 to 4 in any order as many times as you wish. Play a card. Play a card by resting Don cards in your area and your cost area equal to card's cost. Event cards are trashed after they have been played. So here, Jinbei with 3, you would tap or rest 3 Don cards. Second, attach Don cards. Attach Don cards in an active state to your leader or character cards. So right here is interesting. I think you need to know that if you have 4 Don cards on the field and you rest 3 to put Jinbei on the field, you only have 1 left that you're allowed to attach to him to activate his effect. When a card when a card with Don cards attached to it leaves the field, the attached Don cards are rested and placed near cost area. That's a very good thing to know. In 3, use a card's effect, using the effects of the leader of characters on your field by fulfilling their conditions. Don times 1 says can be used if there's 1 Don card attacked. Don minus 1 can be used if you return 1 Don card from your field to your Don deck. Main 1 can be used if you rest 1 active Don card in your cost area. So I think that's pretty interesting. 4, attack. Attack by arresting an active character or leader on your field. Beware that characters cannot attack on the turn that they are played. Players who also cannot attack on their first turn. So So that's a final last here is a very important anecdote. Just so you know that if you're going first and you place whatever one cost character in the field, you can't just attack them. They have no defenses. Not that I don't think you would ever be able to get anywhere with a cost one, but that's just me with my beginning game knowledge right now. Battles. First, attack step. Rest one active character or leader on your field and designate a target to attack. So you could have Jinbei here attack either the leader or the character. It's your choice. Any when attacking effects will activate and resolve after the target is selected. So you would have Jinbei target Kaido, and then let's say if you or your opponent have, for example, guard point here, you would trigger and pay its cost then before the attack goes through. I believe that guard point at least is a when attacking. I cannot remember off the top of my head. Block step. The player being attacked may activate their character's blocker ability. This chopper right here will have a blocker ability. Counter step. The character being attacked, the player being attacked may play a counter card from their hand. So not all monsters are counter cards. Some events will have the counter thing, and a character could have counter. So you see, Jinbei right here. If you pay close attention, there's not a counter on the side of it. But here with this Brook card, there is a counter of plus 3,000. 4. Damage step. Compare the power of the attacking and defending cards. The attacking card will win if its power is greater than or equal to the power of the card being attacked, leading to one of these results. If a leader is attacked, the defeated leader takes 1 damage. If a character is attacked, the defeated character is KO'd and trashed. If the attacking character is defeated, nothing happens. So, that's important to know. So if you have a Jinbei here going to attack into a 10,000 Kaido or something like that, boosted by some counter cards or whatever, your Jinbei will be fine. I think that's very interesting. Next, end phase. All during this turn effects are ended. When the opponent's turn begins... Sorry, drive my icons an accident there. The opponent's turn begins, and that is about it. Victory conditions. Here, I missed this. First, successfully attack your opponent's leader when their leader has 0 life cards remaining. So, reducing it to 0 is not what ends them. So if you attack with Jinbei, and they have 1 life card left, and they go to 0, that's they're still alive. But if you attack them while they have 0, then that's when you win. Or not attack them, but attack over their leader successfully. The number of cards remaining in your opponent's deck reaches 0. So this, I think, either I am looking too much into it, or I just don't think it's explained well. Does this mean that if someone's deck just has 0... So if you have a card during your turn, or let's say even during their turn, they're in the middle of their main phase. The opponent's in the middle of their main phase, and they activate a card that says, hey, draw 3, and they draw the last 3 cards of the deck. Do they automatically lose? Does that card read they lose? Are they not allowed to activate that card because it would force them to lose? Or does it wait till their draw phase? I think they just lose, and they wouldn't be able to activate a card that would cause them to lose instantaneously. Unless you're returning a card to the deck, which I think would cause maybe some ruling issues. But this is a pretty early game, so there's no actual rules to follow besides what we're given here. I hope you enjoyed the video. That is all I have for today on this PDF here. It's 1 page. If you're new here, please subscribe.